we invited somebody into our house because sometimes it's good to know what goes on the other side of the fence. What goes on, because I'm just curious, how many people here have sold houses all by themselves? Like there's no one else involved with you selling a house. It doesn't happen at all. You have a team. Whether you're an independent agent, an individual agent, you're on a team, everybody has a team. And you should be looking at it like, I have lenders, I have inspectors, I have photographers. All these people help me sell homes, okay? And that's why we invited, if we can get a title slide up here, and that's why we invited Movement Mortgage into our house, okay? So we have Reagan and we have Leslie here. And I got some hard-hitting questions that I want to ask them in front of you because they have some opinions on things. And they know, because they're on the other side of the fence, they know ways in which they can help you sell more homes. They know, basically, it's kind of like Jerry Maguire, help me help you, okay? That's why they're here. And we do have, so if you notice, we have Reagan and we have Leslie, but we're missing somebody. And Nick, the maestro, if you don't mind, roll that footage for us. We're going to meet Dana for like a hot second here.
Guys, Dana Meadows with the Meadows team at Movement Mortgage. And my team is so excited to be with you here at BUILD25. We're excited to learn with you on how to grow our businesses together, but we're also excited to have my team on stage with you today to talk about what we can do to help you grow your business and be successful in 2026.
All right, so do you like working with people that you like? Okay, that's why, I mean, in a sense, that's why we got this up here. We want to work with people that we like, but we got to work with people who actually do what they say they're going to do as well. And Shelley and I have always referred to the Movement Mortgage team for one basic reason. Well, at least I won't speak for Shelley, but I'll say for myself. I've always referred to them for one bottom line reason, and it's this. Would you agree that the last 2 weeks before someone moves into their new home should be one of the happiest times in their lives? Okay? And who ruins it oftentimes? The lender, right? It's like, why do these people do this to us? It's like everything's supposed to be happy, we're moving our boxes in, but no, there's like 47 documents they're requesting 10 days before settlement. And the day before settlement, oh, I forgot this one too. No, this is why I've always referred to these guys. And it's because they ask for everything up front. Let's do all the dirty work in the very beginning. Let's get all this stuff out of the way, because when you're going through the home buying process, it's supposed to be fun. Right? It's not supposed to be the worst experience of your life. So that's why we've always referred to them. And one of the things, when we were talking about this, okay, and the question I told them I was going to ask them, how many of you have been on your phones in the last week? I see you on them now, okay? But if you've been on your phone in the last week, you've seen things probably come across you. If you've listened to the news or anything else, there are waves, there are comments being made that interest rates are going to drop in the next couple of months. And I read one that said it's going to drop 4 times in the next few months. I read another one that said it's going to drop 2 to 3 times in the next few. And this is the time when you make a decision to skate where the puck is going to be, as opposed to you sitting back 6 months from now in the spring market or 9 months from now in the summer market and go, man, I wish I woulda, okay? So I would like to ask the two of you, and I want one rock solid, really, really good answer from both of you, okay? But because of the rumor that rates are going to drop 3 times, 4 times in the next couple of months, knowing the shoes these guys walk in, what would you tell somebody to do right now to get ready for when that happens?
First and foremost, be proactive. You have a whole pipeline, CRM, whatever it may be, of people that have been waiting on the fence, past clients that maybe have a 3%, but they had another baby, they got a new job, they need a different house. Go through that list now, reconnect with every single one of them, whether it's an email, a phone call, a text message, sending a gift in the mail. If they had a new baby, send a gift. If they got a puppy, send a dog toy. Reach out now, because as Brent mentioned, another agent is going to reach out. whether it's a new neighbor that's a realtor and they're sending out mailers, reach out now and be ready, because in 6 months, market's a little all over the place this week, but in 6 months, you never know what's gonna happen.
So those with inventory, think about it for a minute. Those with inventory, how long, if you call one of your clients in your sphere today, like you leave, you go to lunch, and you're like, you know what, she's right, I should call them. How long does it take someone to get their house ready to put on the market? Like 2-3 days? You can use that as sarcasm. You can laugh now, it's totally fine, okay? It takes them weeks, sometimes months to get their house ready, which is why, if we're talking about skating to where the puck's going to be, start getting them ready now. Not in the future, not when rates drop, because everybody else is going to do it. Yeah. So.
And absolutely, one thing I want to add, I have an agent that did this a couple weeks ago just to be proactive, and now it's become her new strategy. So when she's having those prospecting calls or those check-in calls, she gets a list from me depending on what rates are. She wants to know what the average monthly payment is going to be. So if she talks to her clients and she knows that their current home is valued at $500,000, but they need a bigger house, they've had more kids, they need a certain school system, whatever it may be, she'll come to me and say, hey, my clients have $200,000 equity. If they were to buy an $800,000 house, put 200 grand down, what would be their mortgage payment? She is literally utilizing me to make herself look smarter, make herself look so much more prepared, so that when she does talk to that client, she says, well, guys, you know, I looked at your CD from when you closed 2 years ago. Your payment's probably still what, around 3 grand? How do you feel about 3,800? How does 4,000 sound? So that you're not only having that conversation, but you can go ahead and really start making that a reality, because all of you know the hardest thing is when you're talking with a client that needs financing, you know as soon as you say, well, we need to talk with a lender, we need to get that train in motion, so many people drag their feet because it's just such another hurdle to get over. But I feel like bridging the gap and saying, you know, how does a $3,000 mortgage payment make you feel? Here's what my lender told me that equates to as a sales price. Let me go ahead and set you up on a search so you can see what the homes at that value look like. Boom.
I think it also just shows you care. Like, you want to make sure that they have a payment that's comfortable.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, the buyers are feeling warm and fuzzy. Another thing is things change on a dime. So don't be defeated when the rates are still going like this, probably for the next 6 months to a year. It happened this week. We have days where if a refinance client doesn't lock in that same day, the next day it may no longer be worth it for them. So keep in mind, things change, but don't be defeated. What comes around goes around, and hopefully by 2026 we're seeing slightly better.
So that leads us to another question. And this is one that I really, really wanted to ask, much like the first one. I really want to ask this one because the two of you are on the other side of the fence. You get to see things other people don't get to see. It's like going into the doctor's office, you know, they ask you to disrobe and put on the, you know, Seymour Butts gown kind of thing. And, you know, so you guys get to see that side. So I'm curious.
All the butts, yeah.
All the butts.
All the butts.
Are you, like, are there things they need to know that will be helpful for them when it comes to the finance side of things that will help them help their clients?
Absolutely. When you're working with someone you know will answer the phone when you call or text them, when you send me your client and we're responding back, I may be able to let you know, hey girl, just giving you a heads up, they've got the money for earnest money, due diligence, and their down payment, but don't get crazy. Like, that's it. That's going to deplete their account. So maybe we're already on the front side, like we're strategizing when they're looking at properties. Hey, if they can get $5,000 in seller pay closing costs, that's going to go such a long way.
So you guys work like air traffic control.
Oh,
you're clear to go, right? Like, take off, go, get out there, buy a house.
And that's assets is really either everyone's assets are tied up in their equity with their 3% rates. Life is expensive right now. A lot of people don't have, unfortunately, tons of funds. So we're doing more down payment assistance than ever. The state has really great programs. Movement has really great in-house programs, but that's where we used to not feel like we needed to tell realtors as much of the nitty-gritty about people's funds. It's becoming more and more apparent that we need to be asking about it.
So they can work with you to help the client go from I want to you showing them how.
Absolutely. And we can do the comparison where we're saying, hey, technically you guys can qualify non-contingent on paper. So if you as an agent have that information and you know you're in a multiple offer situation, again, it boils down to strategy. You're giving me a call, you're talking with the client, so we're all getting on a three-way call, going over the option of, okay, if you qualify and you only put 5% down, you can be non-contingent. A couple months down the road, you can do a recast where, you know, once you've sold your other home, you're putting all that equity you got on your new mortgage and your payment re-amortizes. Boom. You just won that offer in a multiple offer situation, because 9 times out of 10, every other offer, if it's not cash, is usually contingent at some of the higher sales prices.
And if rates drop say 3 times in the next 6 months, do you think multiple offers are going to be a bigger deal?
Absolutely.
I think so. It's kind of like a foregone conclusion, right?
In some areas, I had clients the other day offer 60 over and they didn't get it.
Yeah.
So we have just a few minutes left, 2 minutes left. Is there any loan products you guys have right now that they need to know about when it comes to presenting strong offers, or maybe even opening up a market they weren't currently working?
Yeah. One, again, down payment assistance. That one's huge for first-time home buyers or move-up buyers. Second is we have buy before you sell. So if you need to sell your house before you buy, it's technically not considered then a contingent offer because of the program we have in place. Lots of details go into that, so I'm not going to get into that right now, but
they can come ask you later.
Yep, they can come talk to us later.
Okay. Were there any other ones?
Just come see us. Guys, come introduce yourself. We've got enough caffeine at our table out there to make all of his horses have heart attacks because there's so much caffeine out there. Not that we want that. I shouldn't have.
No, that's all right. It's all right.
Say
but
all of the bugs that fly.
We do like them amped up.
Yeah.
But I will say, and because of it, they bring caffeine, and all the good stuff you see on the table right now is also courtesy of Movement Mortgage. It was funny, last year we learned a lesson from Rob in the back, and he put all those mints out on the table last year. Movement supplied them this year, but he said those are confidence boosters. He said those are the things that make people network, because when you get coffee breath in the morning, you pop one of those, you're more apt to go around and shake hands. So I wanted to thank both of you for coming up. Again, if you guys have questions about some of the products or how you can work with them, stop out there and talk to them. And again, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.